Hey everyone, Kelly Dean Allen here again. Today, going to show you guys how to play the George Harrison classic, What Is Life? A track from his brilliant 1970 triple album, All Things Must Pass. Now, there's multiple guitars going on in this one, fuzzed out electric, some acoustic guitars as well, a bit of incidental slide here and there that we're not really going to get into, plus lots and lots of orchestration and tambourines and so on and so forth. However, the prominent guitar that you hear for the most part on this track, at least on the original recording of this track, is the fuzzed out electric guitar. So that's what we will be focusing on in this tutorial. Good? Then let's get started. This one is fairly repetitive and there's no solo to deal with, so this shouldn't take very long. Let's close in. All right then, George Harrison, What Is Life? From 1970's All Things Must Pass. We are in standard tuning for this tutorial, and this one has a pretty famous opening riff, and it's pretty easy to play. It goes a little something like this. So we're starting here on the first fret of the D string with our index, and we're going to keep that planted all throughout the riff. However, we're going to start on the 2 of the D string. We're going to go 2 off to 1, and then we're going to go 4, 2 of the A string. Right? And then we're going to go back to that 1 of the D, and then we're going to go 4, 2 open of the A. Right? Then you're going to hit that A a couple of more times and drop back onto that B note at the 2nd fret. Right, and that's the first half of the riff. Now we're going to repeat that with a slight variation at the end. Coming off those 2 open A's, we're going to drop back onto that 2 of the A string, but then we're going to go 2, 4, 2. Right, and then you repeat the whole thing again, the whole riff progression 2 more times. And then after repeating that whole riff progression 3 times and coming off that 2, 4, 2, we're going to slide into this D note at the 5th fret, back it up to the 4th fret, and then back it up to the 2nd fret and hit it 3 times. Right, and then we're into the first verse. Now the first verse, again, it's all single notes, there's no chords or anything going on here, and we're going to play this. So a lot of rolling going on here on the same fret, starting on the 2nd fret of the D string. I'm going to break all of that up into 4 separate sections, this being the first one. Right there. So starting on the 2nd fret of the D, we're going to roll up to the 2nd fret of the A, back to the D, and back to the A with that kind of rhythm. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Right, just back and forth. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. And then after you go to that 2nd fret of the A the 2nd time, you're going to go 2, 4 of the A down to 2 of the D, and then string skip up to the 4 of the low E. Right? And now the second part is going to be basically the same thing, but now on the low E string and the A string, starting on the 2nd fret. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. So we're rolling here on the 2s of the low E and the A. Bum, ba-dum, 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 bum, bum. And then the 2nd time you go up to that 2 of the low E, you're going to go 2, 4 of the low E down to 2 of the A and back to 4. Right? And that's about the first half of it. And then you're going to take that 4 that you just landed on the low E string, roll it down to the 4 of the A, and that's going to be part 3. Bum, 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 bum. So we're taking that 4, hitting it twice, rolling up to the 4 of the low E, back to the 4 of the A, and then 2, 3, 4 of the D. Right? Now part 4, so we're going to take that 4 of the D, roll it up to the 4 of the A, and then we're going to go 2, 3, 4, 5 of the D. And then we're going to descend it. 5, 4, 2 of the D, 5, 4, 2 of the A. And then you repeat the whole thing a second time. And then we're into the chorus. Now the chorus is when all the orchestration comes in and the tambourines and the acoustic guitars and whatnot, but the main electric guitar is playing this. Four times. E note here at the 7th fret, sliding it off to this B note at the 2nd fret, off to open A, and then back onto the 2nd fret. 4 times. And then now at this point, after you repeated it 4 times, we're going to go back into that 5 on the A string, but we're going to hit it like 6 or 7 times. And after you hit that 5 or 6 or 7 times, you're going to go 5, 4, 2, choke it off. Kind of like that. And that leads into the second verse. Second verse, same as the first. Dum, ba-dum, 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 bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. And you repeat that twice, drops into another chorus. Same as the first, right? Four times. Into the 5. And then you repeat the chorus again. Right? Repeat that 4 more times. Coming out of this double chorus in the middle of the track, when we go back into this 5, we're going to do what we did the first time, not the 2 middle times. Right? We're going to go into that 5 and then immediately off to 4. And hit that B note 3 times. And at this point, the entire band drops out and we're back to the main riff again all by itself. And now leading into the 3rd verse, we're going to go back into that 5 of the A, only once though, and then off to 4. And then we're into the 3rd verse. 3rd verse, same as all the other verses, back into a double chorus at the end, same as the other choruses, and that is how you play What Is Life by George Harrison. And I was going to say George Harrison and the Beatles, but the Beatles didn't play on this one. Certainly hope you enjoyed. Eric Clapton played on this one, though. Maybe some of the acoustics. I don't think he played that fuzzed out guitar part, but he played on this track. And certainly hope you enjoyed that, found it helpful. And if you did, please hit that like button right down there. Maybe drop me a subscribe if you haven't done that already, as that would be very kind. Hope you're well out there in your little guitar corner of the world, wherever that may find you, and we will see you next time. Cheers.